To SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. Take you backward before we take you forward. Get you ready for all the action going on in USL League One as we wind down the month of August and get you ready for the month of September and the stretch run in the league. One of the tightest leagues traditionally when it comes to folks wanting to get into the playoffs and get your playoff positioning squared away. Not anything different in 2023. So as promised, let's go backward and get you ready before we go forward on yet another week here in USL League One. We actually had some Friday night football last time around. One Knox at home at Regal Soccer Stadium knocks off Lex SC with a final of 1-0. Then your traditionally very, very busy Saturday. North Carolina FC continues their dominance at the top of the table, knocking off Richmond Kickers at City Stadium by the final of 3-1. And that gets us to our match of the week. It's from Optum Sports Medicine Field in Tormenta Stadium in Statesboro, Georgia. A lot of offense in this one with Tormenta hosting Forward Madison. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
They've been here already and taken points already this season from Tormenta. That's a mentality that their coach, Matt Glazer, tried to make sure that they had built from the preseason as we're underway from Statesboro. Here's Murphy for Tormenta. Plays it up. Akoto. Moving up from his right defensive position, beats two men, looks to cross towards the center, does, shot, just wide. Shoots it just wide. Best chance for Tormenta. Cheney whips it in. Off the post, it looked like may have gotten a piece of it. Cheney bends it around the wall, off the post. Both sides have had their chances in the first 10-plus minutes, rattling the post for Madison on a shot by Cheney from a free kick. Closest we've come. Here's Onan. Shoots, save, rebound, Cheney, goal! Forward Madison FC. Christian Cheney strikes again, his 8th of the season. Onan starts it to Gebhard, back to Onan. He takes his shot, great save by Bush, and Cheney's there, the man of the hour with the rebound, putting it into the back of the net to give the visiting team the 1-0 lead. He plays it across to Kilwine and now to Nemhard. Long over the top, looking for Corey, and he finds him. Payne trying to chase Corey down, gets there, but Corey with some fancy footwork gets by Payne. Corey into the box, looking across. Goal, Tormenta. That looked like Corey, potentially off a defender. Corey, fantastic footwork to get by Payne. He gets into the box, looks like he was gonna cross it. Might have gone off Sterling, but it looks like it's Corey off of potentially Osmond. We'll have to take another look at that replay. Takes his time to get up and is walking it off. Here's forward Madison looking for a great play by Cheney, looking for Onan, shoots! Goal! Forward Madison FC. Jaden Onan scores his 2nd of the season to give Forward Madison FC the 2-1 lead. And the Flamingos take the 1-goal lead. Fantastic touch by Cheney as Onan beats Bush in one he probably would like to have back. Here's that man, Onan. Looking for Bartman on a run, can't find him. Cleared out by Tormenta. Here's Gebhard, taken down hard by Heckenberg. He's gonna see yellow card for his troubles. Here's Ajay, the substitute just on for the Tormenta. Murphy looks into the center, looking for Sterling. Ball headed wide, here's Corey. Corey crosses it, here's Fonseca. Dribbles by a defender, and that's Osmond, who takes down Fonseca and is whistled for a penalty kick. Here is Sterling for Tormenta. Shoots. Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. very casual walk-up, puts it in the back of the net for Tormenta. His 8th of the season. Kroll, Wheeler Amanu. Osman steps on it, loses it. Here comes Akale. He looks for Sterling, shoots! Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. Keziah Sterling, 2nd of the evening. Osman, who makes his 2nd mistake of the half, his 3rd of the night. Unfortunately for him, ball intercepted. Fantastic play. Here's Akale from Fonseca. Akale chips it. Goal! South Georgia Tormenta. Mukwale Akale for the Tormenta with his 7th of the season. As they are launching attack after attack against the league's best defensive team. Amazing pass by Fonseca to put Akale through, and Tormenta up 2 goals. Madison, shell-shocked. You're going to see there a foul on Tormenta. Christian Cheney taken down by Murphy. A yellow card as well. Here's the play. Cheney goes down hard. Murphy doesn't see him fall. You could definitely see it there. Murphy did not have his head turned when he stepped on Cheney. Was not happy as he wants to bring Cheney and Murphy together. As the captain for forward Madison, Osman trying to get a word in with the ref. Be interesting to see what the referee does with this. If he's consistent like he was earlier, he's probably going to card both players. Takes it in the lower abdomen. Shoulder hit, pain, and he's going to be okay. He puts it back into play. Boshua using that big frame, trying to get onto long balls for the Tormenta. Ball played, shot! Boshua gets to it, but Shipman gets there, gets his legs to it for Madison. Cheney looks for help, looks out wide, finds Cicero. Shot! Just over the crossbar for Cicero. Bush happy to watch that one go over the top. Here's Amo. As he dribbles down into the corner. And that's the final whistle. Final score, South Georgia Tormenta in a much-needed effort. It's the 4-2 victory.
Big one for South Georgia Tormenta, doubling up forward Madison as Tormenta are trying to get into the playoff picture north of the playoff bar. Still have some work to do. We'll go over that in just a little bit. Warner Park and Pappy on Nebraska. Union Omaha, the Murder Owls, 2-1 winners over Chattanooga Red Wolves. At Future Legends, it was a goalless draw with Northern Colorado Hailstorm and Greenville Triumph. Then Central Valley Fuego hosting Charlotte Independence, and it was a 2-1 win for Charlotte as they go from one end of the United States to the other and get full points going up against Central Valley. That gets us into the standings in USL League One. And as we said, North Carolina FC, they are unbeaten in their last 5. They've only got one draw in those 5, 44 points. And that is where they are. 4 points clear of Union Omaha, who've now won 5 in a row, storming up the table. And they're now a point ahead of Charlotte Independence, who have only won 3 of their last 5. They're at 39 points. Northern Colorado Hailstorm, with that draw, the goalless draw, snapped a 4-game losing streak. They're at 36 points, and they are ahead of Forward Madison in goal difference by 8. And Forward Madison right now is in 5th at 36 points, but they have lost 2 in a row. Greenville has hit each column once in their last 3. They are at 33 points, 22 matches played. They have a match in hand on Forward Madison, who are above them in the standings. So, fighting below that right now, it is One Knox at 31 points. South Georgia Tormenta, who have won 2 of 3. Richmond, who's at 27 points. They have lost 3 of 4. Lex SC at 24 points, had a 2-game win streak snap. Chattanooga has now lost 2 of 3. They've lost 3 of 5. They've only won once in their last 5. They're at 20 points. Central Valley has now lost 3 in a row, and they are at 17 points at 5-15-2 with 22 matches played. Let's get into all of the news and notes and everything that's going on around USL League One. With that win, we mentioned that North Carolina FC stretches their unbeaten streak to 10 with their first win in Richmond since 2018. So we'll keep an eye on that continued run and all the news that you need when it comes to USL League One. Be a part of the fan zone. Go to uslleagueone.com, and you can get all the information that you need when you're not listening here or not taking part of your favorite team's matches in USL League One. Be a part of the fan zone and all the social media platforms when it comes to USL League One. Central Valley's Alexis Cerritos has been named to an El Salvador training camp, enjoying a breakout season in Fresno, and that training camp is going to be between the 14th and it was between the 14th and the 16th back in August. The former USL Championship talent was the lone representative from an American club in camp. He appeared for La Selecta at the youth international level on 9 occasions before making his senior national team debut back in 2017 as a 17-year-old against Canada in an international friendly in Houston. Alexis, who is the son of La Selecta mainstay and Earthquakes legend Ronald Cerritos, is in his second year in Central Valley, was named Team of the Week for the 5th time this year, and he leads the side with 5 goals and is 6 scores shy of surpassing Christian Cheney as the club's all-time leading scorer. Very, very cool stuff there. Keep an eye out for Hailstorm as they sign Danny Robles after Robles lifts the League Two trophy with Ballard FC, and another key cog for Hailstorm and Emon Zayed as they continue to try and chase after a title this season at Future Legends in USL League One. Also on the board, remember your Team of the Week for Week 22, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Jaden Onen was a Player of the Week from Forward Madison. And the rest of the group, Austin Pack in net from Charlotte Independence, 7-save Week 22 for him. Nicholas Cardona from Chattanooga's on the back line, along with Davey Mason, Lucky Opara from Hailstorm, and Tate Robertson from Lex SC. Midfield is Pedro Fonseca from Tormenta, Joel Johnson from Charlotte, Neil Vinyals from Richmond. Up top, Alexis Cerritos from Central Valley, Garrett McLaughlin from North Carolina FC, Jaden Onen once again from Forward Madison. Your bench for Week 22, Sean Lewis from One Knox, Manuel Madrid from Chattanooga, Mitch Osmond from Forward Madison, along with teammate Stephen Payne, Victor Falk from Central Valley, Luis Perez from North Carolina, and Emiliano Terzaghi from Richmond Kickers. No surprise there. Power rankings for Week 22. Once again, North Carolina on top, no surprise. Union Omaha heading into Week 23 with that matchup against Chattanooga. They were up 1-2. Forward Madison heading into the matchup against Tormenta was at number 3, which meant Hailstorm dropped 2-4. Charlotte, before their matchup at Central Valley, was at 5. Greenville was at number 6. Tormenta had stayed at 7 going into this past weekend. One Knox had gone up 2-8. Lex SC was at number 9. Richmond down 2-10. Chattanooga and Central Valley heading into this past weekend stayed at 11 and at number 12. Don't forget, once again, be a part of the social media elements of USL League One. You can follow along on the Bird app, on the FaceSpace, and on Instagram. Once again, USL League O&E on the 280-character app on Facebook and on Instagram. Also, on news, you get the chance to vote for one goal of the week in Week 23. You can vote until Thursday, August 24th at 12:30 Eastern Time across all USL League One platforms, and that also includes the USL League One app. Your entrance this week, Angelo Kelly for One Knox against Lexington, Mikey Maldonado, North Carolina FC against Richmond, Makweli Akale against Forward Madison for South Georgia Tormenta, and Miguel Ibarra for Charlotte going up against Central Valley. So, once again, it is Angelo Kelly, Mikey Maldonado, Makweli Akale, and Miguel Ibarra. You can vote until Thursday, 12:30 Eastern Time across all of the USL League One and USL platforms there on Goal of the Week. So you can vote for a Goal of the Week right there at USL League O&E and across all USL platforms there as well. That is all the news it's fit to print. We'll get you ready for the schedule coming up in USL League One and let you know where things are happening for USL League One, as obviously folks are trying to make sure that they can get into the playoffs. And that sprint for that 7 spot, there's going to be a lot of folks who are chasing after it, and the openings are there when it comes to USL League One. We do have some midweek matches, and we do have some juice boxes that are attached to that particular outfit in the midweek. On Wednesday, 7:30 at Paladin Stadium, rivalry, Chattanooga and Greenville, and that one is in Greenville. Greenville a minus 145. Your draws a plus 284, and the Red Wolves are a plus 322. Also at 7:30 at Tormenta Stadium, Tormenta hosting the Hailstorm of Northern Colorado. Tormenta is actually favored at a plus 133. Your draws a plus 252. Northern Colorado are a plus 165. So getting those 2 matches out of the way on Wednesday sets up your typically busy Saturday. 7 o'clock at Paladin. The homestand continues for Greenville as the Murder Owls come to town in Union, Omaha. 7 o'clock at Toyota Lex SC hosting Richmond Kickers. Road trip continues for Northern Colorado as they head to Wake Med to take on North Carolina FC. 7:30 at CHI Memorial. Rivalry. Chattanooga hosting South Georgia Tormenta. 7:30 in Knoxville. Knox hosting Charlotte. And on the West Coast at Fresno State at 10:30, Central Valley is hosting Forward Madison. So there could be some more movement as we head toward the bottom of the playoff rung and the playoff ladder. We'll see what happens, what kind of movement we get here for the matches on the 23rd and the 26th of August. That is it for everything going on in USL League One. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us. Enjoy the matches. If you can enjoy them in person, please do, as the playoff rush continues. If you can't and you are in market, follow along on your local providers. If for some reason you cannot follow along out of market and be there in person, follow along on local providers or catch up on ESPN Plus, the home for all the action in USL League One all season long, plus here at SDH. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us for another go-round of SDH on USL League One. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games.
There can be only one!